very good evening to my friends. Okay, today we in week 12, right?
Yes, at the last week.
Okay, we read 3 books in 12 week. There is first Robinson Crusoe. Second is
Pride and Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice, and last Alice Grace. Okay. After finish read our book, I want to know from you all about overview about all of book.
Okay. Start with
Robinson Crusoe. Think Lee will explain to us.
Okay, thank you, Hafi Naim. So, we know that we have read the book that give as a title, which is Robinson Crusoe. So, now we would like to talk about the summary of the book. Actually, this book consists of 3 parts, which is before the island, life on the island, and escape from the island. So I will tell you for the first part, which is before the island. Before landing on the island, Crusoe's father wants him to be a good middle-class guy. After sailing around for a while, he makes a bit of money in trade, but then he's captured and made into a slave off the coast of Africa. He picked up by a Portuguese sailing captain. Crusoe makes it to Brazil, where he buys a sugar plantation, and he does fairly well financially, but soon becomes involved in a venture to pursue slaves from Africa. And the second part, life on the island. This portion of the novel is dedicated to Crusoe's time alone on the island. He builds 3 main structures: his initial shelter, his country home on the opposite side of the island, and his guns, and also his armor fort in the woods. For the third part, which is escape from the island. In this final section of the book, Crusoe sees a footprint on the shoe one day and learns that he actually not alone on the island. There are also cannibals. Crusoe struggles with the question of whether or not we should take revenge on them. Eventually, he meets with Friday, a native man. You remember Friday? They also a Spaniard. Yes. Remember him?
Yes,
okay, now I remember.
still remember.
Actually, Spaniard is one of the men from the Spanish ship that is wrecked off Crusoe Island, and whose crew is rescued by the cannibal and taken to a neighboring island. The Spaniard is doomed to be eaten as a ritual victim of the cannibals. Okay, I think that's all from me. So maybe Naim.
I will add something about Robinson Crusoe. I will explain to you about its theme. It has 3 main themes. There was the ambivalence of mystery, necessity of repetition, and lastly the importance of self-awareness. Okay, about its characteristic, it has many important characteristic. There was firstly, main character is Robinson Crusoe, and others is Friday, Portuguese captain, the Spaniards, very Mary, the widow, and others. That's all for me. I will guess all about a missing person. Next, we will discuss about Pride and Prejudice. Okay, Aida and Azaki will explain to us.
Okay, now we talk about Pride and Prejudice. Okay. Pride and Prejudice is the story of Mr. and Mrs. Bennet and their 5 unmarried daughters. They live in the estate of Longbourn in Hertfordshire, a rural district about 30 miles from their property is intended to pass the in the family. And then in this case of Mr. Corley, the main concern of Mr. Bennet's life is to see that all her daughters are married, preferably to men with large fortunes. Okay, she sees an opportunity for her eldest daughter, Jane, when Mr. Charles Bingley, a wealthy gentleman from the city, occupies the nearby estate of Netherfield Park. In her excitement, she urged her husband to visit Mr. Bingley the very first day of his arrival. Okay. Before any of the other neighbors, Mr. Bennet complies to his wife's request and visit Mr. Bingley, but withhold information about his visit from the family. And then at the next social gathering in Meryton, Bingley brings along his 2 sisters, Caroline Bingley and Louisa Hurst. But more importantly, he brings his closest friend, Mr. Fitzwilliam Darcy. Bingley, who is charming and social, is immediately attracted the modest and gentle Jane Bennet. Darcy, is contrast to Bingley, is proud, rude, and disagreeable. When Bingley suggests the Darcy dance with Elizabeth Bennet, he refused and negatively comment on her looks. Okay, Elizabeth overhears the comment and develops a strong prejudice against Darcy. At the next ball in Netherfield, Darcy feels an attraction for Elizabeth and asks her for a dance. She also refused to dance with him, thereby avenging the earlier incident. I think that's all from about Pride and Prejudice.
Okay, Aziz.
Then roughly they are many characters, but I will tell you the 3 most characters. The 4 most characters. The first character is Elizabeth Bennet. Elizabeth Bennet is the daughter of Bennet, Mr. Bennet. He is the beautiful one. Marriage is the key to happiness. Elizabeth married to Mr. Darcy. She falls in love with Mr. Darcy. Then the second character is Mr. Darcy. Mr. Darcy is a friend of Mr. Bingley. He is very arrogant because he sees that he should not bother with people who are not rich, educated, and sophisticated. But eventually, at the end, he falls in love with Elizabeth Bennet. Elizabeth Bennet, she does not come from the upper class, but eventually Mr. Darcy fall in love with Elizabeth. Then the third character is Jane Bennet. Jane Bennet is elder sister of Elizabeth.